Yeah, so there we go. I'll be starting my start sharing my screen. So hopefully now it's visible to you all. Shranshu, can you please confirm?
Yes, can you
Sure.
check that? I just heard on the recording start.
Okay, so let me ask once again. Ashparsh, can you once confirm whether or not my screen is visible?
Yes.
So thank you, Ashparsh. So I welcome you all on the call to Ms. Layer 5's websites meeting. It's a weekly meeting that happens every Monday, and we talk about everything that is related to sites, front end, our design system, and anything that is that has something to do with the UI UX. So for those two who are looking for their first attempt to work on in sites, or if simply they have any query, or if they are stuck in any issues or PRs. So all kind of front-end tasks we are discussing in this call. So a couple of things first, and one of them would be to mark your attendance. So right here in this docs, you can see attendees. I have done mine, and so has yours. You also can do this. I mean, to mark your attendance, you just can go to the docs that I've shared in chat and simply write your name. And then we also have a couple of items that we'll be talking about on various sites. But if you also happen to have one, so make sure you mention your item too, and we'll be covering those in the meeting. All right. So then the second thing would be to take introduction of those who are joining us for the very first time. So folks who are like newcomer to the call, they get to introduce themselves. You can talk about the tech stack that you are most proficient with, and where are you calling from, which is your favorite programming language, and other things. So let's take a look at the participants. So Aditya, is it the first time that you're joining websites meeting? If yes, do you mind giving your intro?
Hello,
And this
can
is
you hear me?
Yeah, we can. Please go ahead.
I am Aditya Kale. Currently, I am from Kharghar, Navi Mumbai, and uh, I am basically a full stack developer. My specialty is in both UI UX designing, all as well as in React.js for front end and Django and Node.js on back end.
Awesome, Aditya. So thank you for your introduction. I
Thank
see you. Yep, I see you also have one item to share, and that's like really awesome. Next up, so Arvind, is it the first time that you're joining this call? If yes, will you give you a quick intro?
Hi everyone, I'm Arvind.
Hello, hi.
Hi, yeah. This is my first time in this meeting. I have joined the newcomers meeting in the last week, so I thought I'll just be an observer here and see, to get to know what you guys all are working on. So I'm here as an observer, and I want to get the taste and feel of how Machinery works and stuff.
Yeah, perfect, Arvind. So yeah, thank you for your introduction. And yes, so like on every newcomers call, we encourage folks to explore joining these meetings. So like based on their interest and their area of expertise, they can figure out which part of the community and project they would like to contribute to. And this particular meeting is focused on websites. So we have a couple of websites that you will see, that you also can see in the meeting notes. So I once again request everyone to make sure that you do have access to this docs. If not, you can sound off in chat, and all the hosts and co-hosts that you see, they'll make sure that you do. So thank you, Arvind, for joining the call. Let's keep going ahead, and then we have Ayush with us. So Ayush, is it the first time that you're joining websites call?
Yeah, I'm joining the websites call for the first time. I had joined the newcomers call last week, and yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, so do you mind talking about like how did you come to know about the community, and also like what is the tech or language that you are making projects or are learning?
So right now I'm trying to learn full stack web development, but I have prior experience in artificial intelligence, machine learning, and all of that, data science mainly.
Mhm.
So I wanted to dwell into open source. So uh, I I found out about Layer 5 from mainly from GitHub. So I joined the Slack, and I also have two contributions here, which we'll be seeing today.
So that's great, Ayush. So thank you for your intro. And
Yeah,
so
thank
folks,
you.
like, yeah, thank you. So we are 10 minutes into the meeting, and we have, a couple of items that we'll be talking about. And so now for those who are yet to introduce themselves and like are newcomer, you can use chat. So the same thing, you can talk about where are you calling from, and maybe if you're working on any item or if you need any help. So make sure you give your intro in the chat. So we'll be rolling with the agenda items. And before we do that, let me make sure that I once again put this docs link in chat. It's essential for us to have access to it. And also, please do not forget to mark your attendance. So once again, you will need the access to, you will need the access to this docs once again. All right, so let's see the items. So first, like we'll be talking about layer5.io site. So let me, put this in chat once again. So you can take a look at the site, what it has all got. So first up, we have Devashish. So like, do we have Devashish on call? Looks we don't. So Ashpars or Fargun, do you mind reminding Devashish if he joins, we'll be taking.
Can't find his name over Slack, so unable to do so. I have messaged him over GitHub that he can confirm if he on Slack or not.
That's
So he
great.
hasn't responded.
Do we have Moin on call with us? Looks we don't. So this looks like a issue that we talked on previous websites meeting about making. So let me just quickly open the page. So it is here at project/assistant. So System is Layer5's own design system, and we have a couple of components defined. And these are the components that are available right now. So the ask here actually was, I'll be pasting this issue link in chat. The ask was to make this whole card clickable. Right now, just if you hover on it, it will take you to the particular component. But basically, the ask of this issue was to make this whole card clickable. And we had discussion on this particular issue in particular, last websites meeting, and we decided not to go with it for now. But yeah, for that, like we will also be taking counsel of Rex, who is a UI UXer in the community. So since Rex input was to make it, make the whole card clickable, and so we have this particular change from Devashish where he's trying to do the same. Since he's not on the call, let's just quickly take a look, and if anyone has any feedback, we'll be we will be referring him to watch the live stream. So this meeting is being live streamed. We'll be sharing the live recorded session that he can refer to. I'll be quickly once again navigating to the same place. That is project/assistant. Let me go to the components. And looks like we are running into some issues there. Yeah. So this is how it's done now. Anyone else, anyone on the call, do you have any feedback? I'll particularly ask Sudhanshu to, if he thinks, if he has any thought. And I also see Moin joining us on the call today. So Moin, maybe you would be wanting to share something on this particular change.
Yeah, basically the color change within the heading was not suggested by us. It's just a suggestion from him on his own. So I think the hover effect sounds like it's sort of okay, but the text color, the heading color is not okay. I think should to be the same as we got on our live website right now.
So I see. So you are reviewing this PR.
Yeah, but I thought that maybe some of you guys can suggest the changes.
All right.
Yeah,
So
the
I'll
hover effect. We doesn't require that.
also the hover effect. So like on couple of places on the site, we have this, clickable card things. So you can find them on blogs. So I'm not sure. So we need to have, Rex's opinion on this one. But you see, the kind of hover effect we have on them is different from what is here. So
Mm-hmm.
once again, we'll need sessions from Rex. Any other feedback from anyone?
Can you hear me, Vivek?
Yes, please go ahead, Sudhanshu.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just saying that.
But
Yeah,
Sudhanshu,
like
like,
this.
I will have to say that your voice is pretty low in volume. So maybe,
Now?
yeah, please go ahead.
No, I'm saying that this green color doesn't go to appear on other pages. What hover effect do we have on other cards? It's like that or
Yeah, so
something
there are a
else?
couple of other places where we have this. So for example, this is in blog section and for events too. And if I also go to layer5.io/learn, so you see,
Yeah, so it's kind of we are using this same effect, and this effect should be followed over there also.
But the color is like different, no?
Yeah. So if like Moin, are you reviewing that PR, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you suggest him to do that and remove that
O-
heading color.
Okay. So I'll suggest him to remove the heading color and to use that sort of over effect, right? In white color or gray sort of color, right?
Yeah, yeah, you can reuse that.
Okay. Thank you.
so for those folks who are interested in taking a look at this PR, I have, put the link of the PR in chat. Please go and take a look and you like feel free to suggest any, feedback if you have any. So in the comment of this PR. And so we will also be referring, Devasis to watch this recorded session. So, he'll be aware with the discussions. All right. So next up, so Tarun had sent a word about, him being busy with college stuff. So let's skip. Next up, the item that we have is about, checking the validity of this issue. So I'll quickly be opening it. And I'll also share this in chat. And let me also take the page that is being discussed. So it's our community calendar link. Let me open it in a new tab. So for like to be, updated with all the meeting timings and meeting minutes, we have a community calendar at layer5.io/community. You also can find the link in chat. Right now I have shared. So the issue was about, the mobile responsiveness of this page. Basically, so like Asperge was making the suggestion that we should be making it mobile responsive. Did we lost the issue? Yeah. But then like you guys can try opening it in your phones and take a look if this is a valid issue. As in if you are into mobile and you open it in a mobile screen. Let me do that. So for anyone like they just can scroll left to right to see the remaining part of the calendar. So since it's larger and like it is supposed to be larger, the calendar and these details, and since like these are scrollable, I just had one thought and like thought it would be better if we discuss in the meeting. So whether or not like this issue is worth going forward with. So any thoughts or any suggestions?
One thing I want to make clear. The one thing I wanted to add that add to calendar option, add to calendar button has to be visible. Like someone visiting the site can see easily in mobile as well. So it's not visible in mobile. Like it's even like people get confused. So yeah, that add to calendar button should be.
So you're suggesting that like when they're opening the page, this button from here it will be taken to somewhere like just in the direct there.
Yes. This should be. This is the main thing in it. So
Yeah, folks. So once again, this issue link will be there in chat. If you have any suggestions, you can drop them. But
I got one thing.
yeah, please go ahead.
Like the calendar itself is responsive. Like it's a normal thing to scroll it. But yeah, we can make changes in the header section, like where we have today button and add to your calendar button. Maybe we can work on that thing. But otherwise, the box of the calendar is responsive, I think.
Yes, yes, that is. But the add to calendar option, I wanted that to be the like at the position of today and all. Like that should be the primary thing.
Yeah, so will you update the, so if that's the, overall, the, request, so will you be updating this issue to, reflect that as part?
Yes, yes, yes.
Let's wait for 5 to 10 seconds if anyone else has any thoughts. All right, so let's, go ahead with other items. But like, once again, since we are on calendar, I would say that if any one of you have not yet subscribed to it, if you want to, get once again the updates of the meeting, you just can click on this button and it will sync all the timing to your time zone and also will be sending you alerts. So why not send, share this in chat with you all. All right, so then next item is from Cheyenne. So like, do we have Cheyenne on call? Looks like we don't. So Asparsh, once again, do you mind reminding Cheyenne about this item?
Yes, yes.
All right, so let's take a quick look at this one. So basically, this issue has to do, like, this deals with blog pages. So on every blog page, if you go to the end of them, you will see this CTA, get started with this map CTA. And I think this is a duplicate. So the issue that it links to, this one is a duplicate of another item that we have in, towards the end of the agenda item. So just to like, mention this, I'll take that link and we'll be mentioning the folks who are concerned. So somewhere we would have this one. Let me go to the show. Yeah, so since we are missing Cyan, we will not be covering it right now. I'll be putting the link of the issue in chat. All right, then we have another item from Narsimha. So do we have Narsimha on board?
Yeah, I'm on.
Would you mind sharing your screen, Narsimha?
Yeah. Is my screen visible?
Yeah, please go ahead.
So actually the issue is that the in Sysint, in text input, the code section of it is still not implemented. So I have added a few elements in this, like for basic input and default input and for multi-line one. This works fine. But the issue is that in design, we have a search functionality input and also a password one. But I can't find how to use these in Sysint.
Can you show the code again? In this show code.
Mm,
No, in the preview.
Preview? This one.
No, the show code. Click the show code.
Okay.
Is input any component? I think. I don't think so. It should be text field kind of thing. Input. Can you go to the your code changes?
Yeah. Have taken input from the system and used it over here.
So you are asking about placeholder for what password and search, right?
Yeah.
So you will not get a direct component right now, but you can there is a, like you can use it because this input component like text field or this components has a prop called endowment kind of thing. Input endowment. If you go to MUI, you will see some what are the props available to use inside this input element.
Okay.
So you will be seeing that how to use search and search icon and console. You will not get a direct component, but you can create one using the system component.
Okay. One more doubt. Like in here, I can't find anything. I have taken this model reference code of model as a reference, and I have done it. Here for text input, I didn't find the code section in this Figma.
Can you go to the website? No, in Figma.
Sorry.
Go over to Figma.
Okay.
It's a slide inside. Go left side. Just scroll left.
Yeah.
Horizontally.
Hmm.
In the screen, in the Figma. Perfect. So you are only overview and guidance, right?
Yeah.
So right in the to see that right now. Okay. So you are following for the code this one, right? This guidance.
No, I have taken code reference of this model, and I'm seeing this and doing that.
Yeah, no. So you are using this one, right? This the code. You are creating code for this component, right?
Yeah.
Like search password. Okay. So you can use this data format.
Okay. Actually, here also in guidance
And you can
of the
remove. Yeah. So yeah. Go ahead.
here also you have only default and multi-line in the original layer 5 website right now. Don't have search and password functionalities over here also.
So we're implemented as a one. Okay, so you can like follow that guidance one and create the code in code section for one. Because we
Okay.
don't have the because Rex is not here, so we will be
Okay.
developing that mocker. For now, you can add follow that,
Okay.
and you can create those component. Right? It should be a direct use of prop
Okay.
search. Right?
Anyone have any?
So thank you, Nasima, for your updates. Do you have any other things to share? Or
No other updates.
so thank you once again, Nasima. So let me once again start sharing my screen. All right. So next item is from Saurav. So I'll quickly check if we have Saurav on call. So looks we do. So Saurav, do you mind sharing about this particular change?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yep, you are.
Okay. So this issue is also very straightforward, like the previous one. So yes, this one. So it is mainly about the multi-cluster K8 multi-cluster MDX file. In this, there is a text color issue, which is because of the the MDX is not actually rendering the tags dynamically. So I just fixed some syntax, added some line breaks, and it just fixed the issue. And in the link, yes, in the link section, I explicitly add a p tag, which fix the issue where the text color issue when the page is opened in the dark mode.
Yeah, so this looks good, and thank you for your contributions, Saurabh. So like I see a couple of the contributors already marking as LGTM. So once again, thank you.
Okay.
I also have shared this particular PR in chat. So anyone who wants to take a look, you can using the link. All right, so we'll go ahead, and so the next item is from R. Kundan. Let me quickly take a look if we have them on call. But we don't. So I
Yeah,
will once again.
I have to ask something. She doesn't join any of the calls, so what to do?
Let's inform her. So it's really difficult for us to be taking a look at the changes and then be suggesting feedback and like them not joining and not incorporating. So that way we will have to that we will have to close the issue out, and like if we cannot take it forward, so then we'll have to either reassign or close it out. We just can add a note into the website channel as well. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Thank you. Next up, we have Alfia. So this is an item that I was talking about. So there were two items that we are talking about today, and they have two different PRs, but are solving the same issue. So since I'm aware of it, and since also Hargun, who is the issue author and is also a reviewer, is on the call, let's quickly discuss this per one item. So like I was sharing, so if you go onto any of the blogs pages on site, let me just take a quick look if we have the CTA on this one. Yep, we do. So I'll be sharing this link in chat of this page in chat. Yeah, so if you open it in once again smaller screen widths, there's some responsiveness issues, so you can see that right now. And like let's talk about this one later. So yeah, this one is the issue, and so this PR is solving that. Once again, I put the PR's link in chat, and another one is also solving this particular same issue. So I'll request Hargun and Spurs to take a look, like which one we will want to keep, and if we just want to take a look at the changes that they have made, let me open the preview. And once again, switch to mobile screen. And if we just take a look at the CTA. So it's fixed. So once again, any thoughts from anyone about like any possible enhancements here? So you can take a look at how it looks like in the live site that we have. And then in this particular PRs review, let me take this previous link and put it in chat. So anyone, do you have any thought? You can share that right now. Looks like we don't. All right, so now let's talk about this one. So like this like essentially is not the issue. So when you are in laptop and you switch from you switch to developer mode and you reduce the size of the screen, it just gives this false impression that it's a responsiveness issue in this one related blocks. But this is not, because when you refresh the page, it just loads just one slider. And in mobile screens too, I have like confirmed it, and thank you, Hargun, for pointing that out. So yeah, that goes with this one particular potential issue that could have been there.
One thing, Vivek, like in this PR, anyone who's solving it, he is solving that slider responsiveness as well, right?
No, so maybe I can just show. So do you mind opening it in your mobile point? So I'll be putting the link in chat.
I'll open it. Basically, I got like Lee requested to me to review it. I also got one PR that is resolving this slider issue, and then I'm unable to like check it out via preview. So I have shared that link in chat as well.
Okay, so I'll be opening it. So do you mind highlighting which was the issue that you were pointing out in this video?
Yeah, it was raised by like UP Saurav. He said that basically he was talking about the slider unresponsiveness, and I like the PR, like the issue he has raised, like uh, it's not good, like he has not discussed it properly, the issue. And I also like I tried to like ask him via chat, via GitHub as well, but like he was not able to make his point clear. So I want you guys to like check it out, like what's the issue and what he wants to highlight. What I got from his PR is that like uh, even in the preview link, the things are similar to the live website. I wasn't able to like point out that what changes he has made. So I think, yeah, I'll share it in chat and you guys can like check it out, like what's the issue and what he wants to highlight. I'm unable to get this point.
Yeah, okay, so the link is in chat. We'll take a look at it. But for like blog pages, like this one issue is not valid. And if you want to look at it deeply, you just can go to the conversations that we are having in this particular PR that you can find in chat right now. So I already had highlighted it, but once again, like as you refresh the page, or if you are opening it from the any of the Android or mobile devices, this really is not an issue. All right, so next up we have an item from hers about improving the GitOps page. So do we have hers on board? Yep, looks we don't do. So hers, do you mind sharing your screen and presenting your work? So this would be just a quick heads up that if you are facing any, maybe bandwidth issues, you can we can cycle back to you later. So let's keep going ahead. And so then we have another item, and that is from Ankita. So let me quickly take a look if we have Ankita on call. Looks like we do. So Ankita, do you mind sharing this particular item?
Sure. I think my screen should be visible now. Please give me a heads up when you can see the screen.
Yeah.
Perfect, thanks. So the issue that I was assigned to was if we have we have a PNG that's masquerading as an SVG up here on this particular page. When I scroll down to Kickstart with ready to use templates, I added a note up here when I was trying to work on this, where when we go up to the code base where we have this page, we can see that the image that's being used here if you take a look, it's template doc, and then I went right up there, figuring out where it's stored in the asset section. And if you take a look at the asset section, we do have it as an SVG here. The only issue that I could point out here was that for dark theme mode, we have the dark image mapped correctly. But when you switch to a light theme, you don't have the corresponding image mapped up here. Apart from that, I am not sure if this issue would still be valid. So yes, it would be great if you all could, share your feedback and thought on the same, if we should consider it as a valid issue or not. If it's still a valid issue, then I'll probably have to go through Figma and then re-export this SVG, but it does look like an SVG to me at this point as well. So, yep.
Yeah, so like, thank you for, sharing this update. So do you mind sharing the issues link in chat?
Sure, I could do the same. Just a moment. I'm not sure if I can access the chat at this point. Yes, I can. There we have it. So
Yeah,
y'all can
so
take a look at the same.
yep. So thanks a lot. We will get back to you on this one. So we will need to confirm it with Rex. So yep, thank you for sharing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Then if it's okay, can I move ahead with the other two issues that I have been working on? Would that be
Yeah, so
fine?
before we do that, let's just quickly wait for 5 to 10 seconds if anyone else has any thoughts or like any suggestions.
Sure. That works.
Looks like we don't, so yeah, please go ahead.
Sure.
One
So there was,
second. Like,
yeah.
you were saying that it is a SVG, right? But it's the issue, we explained that it's not an SVG.
Yes, so Lee mentioned that it seems that to him that it's not an SVG that's up there. But when I retraced and I mapped what exactly is being used, so it mentions that template dark is what it's being used when it was imported, and it's an SVG. So I even added a screenshot of opening it right on my system, and it appears to be an SVG extension. So I hope that answers your question.
Sudhanshu, by any chance, like, are you aware of this particular, request? So we had Ritik opening this issue, but so I'm just asking if you don't, so then we will, track it with Rex maybe.
Yeah, like it's mentioned there that it requires a knowledge of Figma. So kind of that's nice to be aware of.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you have any other items to share, Ankita? If yes,
Yeah,
please go ahead.
I do.
Yeah.
Sure. The other issue was something that we discussed in the past call as well, which was about linking all these roles that we have to the respective roles pages. So after working on that, I got to know that there was another PR that was made, adding a separate roles tab, and I had to add these roles as well. So I've done the same. We also had a request from Lee where he mentioned that earlier, as Rudraksh and I had discussed, we were opening every single role on a different or a separate page. Now, Lee wants, if it's not an external link, everything should be on the same page. You need to open it on the same page. And that's another update that I've done. And yes, because it was a separate PR that was made and I needed that to make the rest of the changes. So I closed my previous PR, which was 329. And now we have a new PR that's 338. So if Rudraksh and Yash could take a look at the same and let me know if any further changes are required on it, I feel I can do that.
Can you
So,
just
like-
show the? Sorry, can you just show the Rudraksh novel that we have
In the previous PR?
in this?
Sure. It was about an hour ago.
So thank you, Ankita. Like I already see Rudraksh, engaging in the comments. So please sound off with your you can take a link of this and can share in websites, so they are aware of the recent changes that you have made.
Sure, I'll do the same.
Anyone else have any other feedback? Let's wait for 5 to 10 seconds before we go to the next item. All right. Once again, thank you for your updates. Let me start sharing my screen once again.
I unfortunately happen to have another update.
Yeah, please go ahead. So my apologies. Yeah.
No, that's perfectly fine. The other one was I and Avani have to be like we're working on this page where we are adding legends for every single icon that's being used up here. So an update to the docs was we've added a tabular structure like this where we are putting up icons, the name of the icon, and the description. So here there are two things that we wanted feedback on, which were that these icons that we are importing currently, we don't happen to have this on Figma, like all those 56 Kubernetes icons that we are targeting at this point. We don't have all of them on Figma. And even if we do, if you take a look, they are just the white icons that we have. They don't come with a background because the background is changeable up here. So we figured out that up here, every single component happens to have a JSON, and there we can find an SVG color and the white shade. So if it's okay for everyone up here, we would probably map the same thing in the docs section of this so that we have the icons listed. I'm not sure if I was pretty clear with what we were trying to achieve and what feedback we need, but yes, feel free to ask me your questions if any more clarification is required.
Yeah, so this is really great. So just one quick, observation. So maybe we can use some, padding with the icons to the left of the icons. There.
Yeah, so there's one thing, each icon, like we probably have to do something so that all icons follow the same CSS, which is not the case at this point. So if you suggest adding, if that's something that we all agree to, I could do that. We could have one CSS that all of them follow in the mapping structure.
Also, we will need to be mindful of how does it look like in mobile view. So
sure. Yeah, so there's one idea that we had when we were displaying it, when we usually display tables in a mobile view, we change it to cards. So we thought we could add, we would need Rex to help us with this, but our suggestion was to have a card form of a structure where you'll have what's the name, the icon on the side, probably on the right or left side, and the name and the description followed, is what we were suggesting. But then we'll have to get in a call with Rex and get his thoughts on the same as well.
okay. Just questions like, did you have it ready by any chance right now, or like will you be implementing it later when you have a meeting with them?
I will be sharing it right away on the docs, like right after this call ends, because I have to
Okay.
push this PR. It's currently running locally.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. So yeah, this looks
Ankita,
Sure.
so where this data coming from? Where are you fetching this?
So currently we are manually entering, we have to manually enter all these 56 icons and their info, but we figured out that there is a mapping to all of them at this link. And each of them have their JSON. So we were planning to go ahead and take the name, the category, and the SVG data from here. We were planning to, I haven't been successful in implementing it as of now, but this is what we were thinking of doing. The other suggestion was to probably have a separate JSON data where we just map all the data up there, probably create a Go or a Python-based script that would convert that JSON into Markdown syntax, and then we could have that up here in the docs. But then because every single thing that's in the doc currently, or most of them, they are manual entries and mappings. So we thought we could go ahead with the manual mapping as well.
Manual, like you are writing this data or it's coming, you are
Yes.
fetching from somewhere?
No,
You are writing
it's
this.
yes, we have Avani and I have, like, that's what she wanted help with, and that's what I'm helping her with. So manually, we have to map the icon, the name, and the description. So we don't have a descriptive definition or description for each of them. I have to come up with this description, and then this also has to be reviewed by someone who is in Meshri or who's quite familiar with Meshri to give us a heads up.
Okay, I'll point out this PR to him. Actually, this is you are doing it, but this thing shouldn't be at almost it shouldn't be manual. It should not be. Either because these components data are already either fetching. If you see through the other pages in this box, there's most probably there is chances that we will be seeing this data coming from somewhere. But it's not like we shouldn't use manually. Either it should be it's already been there. Like if you see the docs editor, so you showed me something, right? I think so that SVG JSON. So there should be some description coming, and it should be fetched from there. There is a Jekyll thing syntax, or it should be fetched from integration spreadsheet, which is spreadsheet we use where all those components are mentioned with their SVGs. And to fetch that, there is already a GitHub workflow. So yeah, like you can connect with Yash or Shiluk. I will point them to this one. But yeah, like
in
at foremost, we shouldn't be used manual data because there are more than like more than 100 components, 100 plus components, and you can't write everything. It will take the build time.
So Ankita, like
But you
essentially
can,
what's the,
sorry,
yeah, please go
just
ahead.
one thing. You can create the
so-
PR, but eventually we'll get the reviews feedback. How to proceed.
Sure. I'll
Yes, so-
take a look at that and I'll
So basically,
implement the need. Sorry, Vishal, please go ahead.
yeah, okay. So in Jekyll, like basically, if you are in docs, so you are making changes to docs under those directories, right?
Yes.
So it's a Jekyll site, and every data that you want to have there, you just can loop through that. And so there's this folder called _data, where like we are like there are a couple of workflows that are dumping data from like Mystery Cloud and like Meshmap to this particular directory that you can take a look at, that you can find in the docs under docs directory. It goes by the name of _data. So maybe whatever data that you would need, so maybe the icons, their name and the description, we just can have a workflow running nightly maybe, and it will just dump that and update if there is any new icons coming. So then like it will save you some manual effort that you're putting right now. So Sudhanshu, do you mind maybe taking it in the Slack, so like also mentioning others, so we have better clarity over this particular item?
Yeah, like I think it could be far better if Ankita it's herself use that.
Yeah,
So she can
I'll do
explain
the
it.
same.
So I'll point out a few things we can improve.
So thank you,
But yeah,
Ankita,
like,
and
I'll also recommend please put this as an agenda item on machine development.
yeah, so that would be a perfect. Yeah, this would be a perfect item for Mystery Dev meeting. So must first
that-
take note. All right, so once again, let me start sharing my screen. That was a helpful update, Ankita. So once again, thank you. All right, so then we have next item from Bhavo. So I'll just quickly take a look if we have the man call. Looks like we don't. Let's keep moving ahead. We have another item from Daksh. Give me a minute, please. Yep, so let me quickly take a look if we have Daksh on call. We don't. Once again, there's this item from Priyanshu, and we have Priyanshu on call. So Priyanshu, like you can start sharing your screen and share. Update. So just in case you are speaking, Priyanshu, we are not able to hear you. So something I think is worth pointing. There seems to be some audio issues from Priyanshu's side. No, you're not, Priyanshu. So you maybe we can circle back to you. So when you fix it. All right, that makes sense. And just for your information, we can see your chat. So thank you for saying yep. All right. So next item is from Hargun about adding remaining badges. So Hargun, do you mind sharing your PR?
Yes, sure. Okay, so the issue that I was working on was to add the missing badges in the community handbook of our layer 5. So for those of you who don't know, then badges are awarded to community members who have been consistently engaged and are impactful within a given area of a community or a project. So in our community handbook, there were a couple of badges missing under the activity badges section. So I went ahead and added them. This was the issue that I worked on. So if any one of you has any questions or feedback.
So like Hargun, do you mind going to badges side? So that would give
Okay,
folks a
sure.
broader perspective. Yeah, so we have our own badges program. So basically to recognize those folks who are, making contributions into the projects or are users or are like, other members who are putting efforts into the community. So there are like, categories of badges that are awarded to, potential folks. You can take a look at this site and it has like everything, all the details about our recognition program. So some of these badges are missing on layer5.io/handbook section. So this particular fix was to just update that. Then like Hargun, I'll be putting a link in chat if you can share. I mean you can open that, so that would be helpful. I can talk about how folks can maybe earn and share these badges that are awarded to
I've
them.
already shared this link.
No, the link that I have put in chat right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so if any one of you are planning to apply to ministries and other projects that are there in layer 5, upcoming LFX batch. So there would be this optional task of earning badges and sharing them with the community members and also managers. So just in case if any one of you are looking for those kind of instructions, so we will be updating once again the same recognition page. So Hargun, if you take the recognition page from the handbook and share that in chat, so folks can, when it is merged, they will be, updated with all instructions right here on this page.
Sure.
Yeah, so this one recognition page, like it's the recognition section in handbook where you can just take a look when the PR is merged. Now, if you can switch to the PR, my PR, how they can earn. Yeah, so when it is merged, it will be there on recognition section. But this is the change. If you just want to take a look right now, you can see what it takes to earn badges and how you also can share it maybe on your social media handles or GitHub. So the link for this one once again is in chat. So thank you, Hargun. Like, do you have any other item to share?
No.
Okay, so let me start sharing our screen once again. So then there are some call to volunteers. So first, let me just quickly open this one. So it's just about reverting a particular text. So we had a contributor trying it out, but they removed the assignment. So let me grab this link and share it with you all in chat. So yeah, like it's pretty obvious from the description. Now let's go back to another call to volunteer. So I'll once again take this link and we'll share it in chat. So this is like once again the link you will find the link for the particular page you will find in issue. So we have the support for screenshots where we can have some manual or user uploaded screenshots, but we want to have a video there. So we plan to have videos for all the integrations that Ministry supports with. So currently there is no feature for that. So this is a feature request, and if any one of you want to work on it, yeah, do sound off. So let me just quickly ask that do we have any takers for these particular items? You can find the links in chat once again. So we will wait for 5 to 10 seconds. If anyone wants to work on these particular items, you can just sound off and unmute yourself and say that if you want to. All right, so know that you always can comment in the issues comment section. So All right, so then let's talk about Gatsby V5 tracker. So this is once again a recurring item that we discuss in every websites meeting, and it's basically about migrating the layer5.io site from Gatsby V4 version to V5, and there are a couple of dependencies that need to be updated. And so there are a couple of contributors who are working on it, Tarun being one of them, but is not currently with us. But then there are other members like Stanshu and Aviral. So I see we have 1 to 2 minutes left. So do either of you mind sharing your updates if you have any?
Can I share my
Yeah,
update if
Vishal,
I'm audible?
Yeah, so let's take your updates one by one. Aviral, please go ahead.
Yeah, so I've been working with the PR of Randy sir. So in that, I have currently cloned the PR, and I can see around 252 files that have merge conflicts there. So I am working with that. If I should I show you the screen? Present the screen here.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so I've been working with this PR. Currently, I cloned the PR, and I have been getting these merging conflicts, which I had to solve. So I have started from the package.json, and currently I'm searching for what are the merging conflicts between the previous versions and the versions we have till now. So I have been merging the new as well as the old versions. So I have done some merging conflicts I have read these conflicts. Also, when I was trying to merge my PR, work on my PR, which was to migrate React to React version 18. I got After updating some of the packages, I got GraphQL query errors which were related to Slug. So those errors were related to the MDX version 2. So we need to first take a look on that. Even when I was trying to update the React packages, after some time it was creating the GraphQL query errors. I tried to solve it, but then some other errors were occurring, so I left that error and I just revert my commits from that. So if there are any reviews on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so if you go to the PR, or like just Randy's PR.
Okay, just 1 minute.
So I am on that PR only, just for information.
So if you just okay, so Avira, like this PR, like they're already, if you go read that each of the comments that Randy has made, right?
Yeah.
That he has said that what packages he had upgraded, what things he has done, what things need to be done. So Vivek, if you go just back, like the list of PRs, there was another PR from. Yeah, so if you see that second one, that MDX, right? So if you read that migration of V5 PR, he has said that there kind of a upgrade also needed with MDX, right? So he had that second PR of MDX one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these first, like we our first target is to resolve this conflict, right? And these PR already had this migration V5, he has already upgraded the React and its related packages which support React 18, right?
Okay.
So, so you like your first what we say that priority is to just build this PR, like resolve the conflict and build this PR. So while building, of course, you will get those errors, build errors. So that we have to find that you have to write down that what errors we are having from that PR, right? So that PR you have raised, it's kind of a good thing, but eventually that those things are already been in this Randy's PR, right? So that PR will give you a encouraging effect that this React 18 and what are packages supporting React 18. But eventually, when you build this PR successfully, or you have resolved the conflicts, you can close that because he has already done some work here, so it will be easy for you to go over from it.
Yeah,
find
got
the
it.
issues and we can fix those rather than creating everything from scratch. And please do like
Yeah.
when you build, there might be errors. Please bring those forward for the issues or errors you are
Okay.
having.
Yes, some of the errors I have been getting is about first error is about mesh design embed, as I mentioned earlier.
So let me stop you right there. So
Yeah.
one thing that I'll let mention, and that is whatever you are facing and whatever are your findings in the investigation that you're doing, it would be helpful if you could drop them right into these comments. So onto these two PR's comments. So that is it is forever, and like if there are future contributors, they also can take a look at those findings. So will you make sure that you are listing all the findings in here in these comments? So you
Yeah,
said
yeah,
that
sure.
you have, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, I'll put those put the conflicts over there, and then we'll try to resolve it as soon as possible.
Thank you, everyone. So yeah, we do well to utilize the, build on from this one, because already like a lot of work has already been done. And it was also, reviewed a couple of times, but it did not see, to the finish, we did not see to the finish line because of the merge conflict. So thank you, Priyanshu, for your valuable suggestions. I remember Priyanshu also, signing off for sharing his update. So Priyanshu, like, do you mind sharing now?
I guess I am audible now.
Yep, you are. Please go ahead.
Uh, I'll keep it short. So basically, I was looking into the overflow issues in the whole layer 5 site. So basically, I found several of them, and I found some, but I looked into that for all the bugs and overflows, there is a already opened PR, and for that PR, these PR are already into consideration or are being reviewed by somebody else. The bug, there was only this one bug which doesn't had any issue opened regarding it. So basically, it was regarding the overflow of this table here of these vulnerabilities. So I made a PR by adding a scroll bar, adding a scrolling thing into this table, and I just added a table container into this table and added these properties. So this was the small bug which was not resolved in the issue. So I fixed that.
So do we have an issue for this particular PR?
I don't think we have any issue for this thing.
So do you mind opening one and linking your PR to that issue?
I did create a issue for by myself, horizontal overflow issue, and linked my PR to it.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's great. And like we will have to do something about the thickness of the scroll bar that you have there. But since Rex is not on the call, let's have feedback on that
Yeah,
one.
I guess that thing is like it's by default for every horizontal scroll bar in the layer 5.
I see.
Yeah.
But do you have anything other than like? Do you have any other items to share? Or
No, I had the small. The other thing, the major thing was that like I was looking into the bugs on this site, and basically I just wanted to tell that we have issue for all the bugs, for most of the bugs on this layer 5. The regarding overflow and horizontal issues.
So I also remember Moin and Aspers also, contributing into this particular area. So like, have you written down it somewhere, or do you mind opening a GitHub issue and just pasting everything that you have in there?
Opening a GitHub issue for
like these kind of overflow issues that you would encountering.
Yeah.
So if you just can mention open a GitHub issue and just mention every issue that you're facing in there, so that would be helpful. Just in case you need any other volunteers to collaborate with you, like Moin and Aspers.
Yeah. Yes. Okay,
So
that's
will you be
all.
opening one if you could confirm?
Yeah, I'll open if I found any other issue.
Yeah. So thank you, Priyanshu. Let me quickly ask for any feedback. So do we have any feedback from anyone else on this subject? Looks like we don't. So once again, thank you for your updates. Let me quickly share my screen. And we are about 10 minutes over the time. And before I before we wrap the call, let me just quickly once again mention this community calendar. So just like every Monday we have websites meeting, we also have a couple of meetings that happen, around the week. So on Wednesday we have mystery development meeting, and if you want to learn more about mystery, and like if you are also planning to participate in the upcoming LFX batches, so and you want to know more about the project itself and how it works, be sure to join the development meeting on Wednesday. You also can subscribe to the community calendar. So I'll just take this link and we'll put it in chat. Yeah, so with that, thank you everyone for joining. And yep, if you are working on any item that is on sites or UI UX, feel free to, and I encourage you to join us next Monday. So we'll be covering your item and we'll also be giving you feedback. So that's it. Once again, thank you for joining. We'll see you next Monday. Till then, bye.